Hi, this is Chris and welcome to Winemaker TV. If you like wine, if you like mead, and if you like cider, and you want to learn how to make it for yourself, this is the place for you. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you'll know every time that I'll come out with a new wine and a new video. Today I'll be making a 3-gallon batch of a Muscadine wine that I harvested the grapes, and we'll be pressing them and turning that into wine, so stay tuned. Today we'll be making a 3-gallon batch of a Muscadine wine, which is my wife's favorite wine, so I'll be making it for her. So I harvested about half of these grapes from my property, and a shout out to my brother Steve. I harvested the rest of the grapes from him. He gave me, actually, the vast majority of them came from him. So let's go over what we'll need to make this wine. I'm going to be making a 3-gallon batch today, but I will go over the ingredients you need for a gallon batch also. So I'm making 3 gallons, and first off, you're going to need the grapes. 5 pounds of grapes per gallon. So I have 15 pounds of Muscadine, and I just got Scuppernong grapes in there too. You'll need a package of champagne yeast. I like the Primere. I'll be using Red Star Blanc. You'll need 1 package of that. 2 teaspoons, the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of acid blend per gallon, but I'm going to add 1 now because grapes can be variable. It's always easier to add. You can't take away. So it calls for 2 teaspoons per gallon, but I'm going to put 1 and then maybe add some more later. So you have 1 teaspoon of yeast nutrient, Fermax, per gallon. So I'll be adding 3 teaspoons. And you'll need 2.5 cups of sugar per gallon. So I have 7.5 cups per gallon. And I have a little potato masher that I'm going to be mashing all these up. And you'll need some fresh, non-chlorinated water to top it all off with. So let's get started. So step 1 will be to mash the grapes. This is what the little potato masher is for. So you're just going to press. This may take a while because we don't have a fancy wine press. So just take your time. And you know, back in the old days, they used their feet and squished them. So you just use what you got. This is what I got right now. So I'll be pressing these grapes. We're going to leave the seeds and the hulls and everything in there because that's going to add flavor and tannins to our wine. So I'm going to keep pressing all this, and I'll be right back. All right, we got most of this. We got this smashed up. So go ahead and add a gallon of warm water. You can stir it up a little bit. We're going to be, and if you're making a gallon, just pour half a gallon in. And we're going to add our sugar. So that's 2.5 cups per gallon. So I added, for my 3 gallons, 7.5. So I'm going to stir this up and we'll be right back. I think I may have failed to mention this during the ingredients, but you'll need, if you can see how cloudy it is, we're going to add per gallon a 1/2 teaspoon of Peptic Enzyme. This is to help clear it. So I'm making 3 gallons, so I'll be adding a teaspoon and a half. Go ahead, add our other ingredients. Okay, you got a teaspoon per gallon of the yeast nutrient. So let's go ahead and add that. So a teaspoon of yeast nutrient, or also known as just Fermax, because that's the main brand. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of acid blend, with the caveat of, you know, try it first. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of acid blend per gallon, because you can't take away, but you can always add. You can also, you know, use a hydrometer to test, but for the sake of expediency, I'm not doing that here today. And honestly, for myself, I rarely test the alcohol content, because it's just going to be for me drinking. So I'm not that concerned about how much it is. But if you're concerned about how much alcohol content and all that, you just, you know, you can take a starting gravity reading in your hydrometer, and when it's finished fermenting out, you take another one, and then that'll tell you your alcohol by volume. So let's get that mixed up really well. We're going to top off the water. I'll be topping off the water, and we'll be right back. We've topped off our wine. The last step before adding our airlock is adding our yeast. So like I say always, I just sprinkle mine on top, and you can see bits and pieces of the wine and the grapes in there. That's fine. We're going to strain it when we're done. So get that, we added that little yeast. We're going to give it a little swirl, but nothing heavy. Put our top on. And add our airlock. And that's it. So we'll be back to wrap things up. That's how you make Muscadine wine. If you like what you see here, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you'll know every time I come out with a new wine and a new video. Also, links in the description below to my Facebook group. Join there. We'll share and swap recipes, tips, and tricks. Also, there's affiliate links in the description below if you need anything wine related. Even if you don't, smash one of those links, and if you purchase something on Amazon within 24 hours to 48 hours, I will get a commission off of everything that you buy, and that will help me continue this site, continue this channel, and buy equipment and ingredients and keep growing and keep learning. So this is Chris with Winemaker TV, and that's all there is today.